Now I'm going to tin the LED light, and you see the two copper little pieces right here. Those are the connections we need to add the solder to. We're going to attach it to that wire, but not exactly that way. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of solder on those two copper parts, and then we'll go to the next step. So soldering iron in hand, right hand, dominant hand, solder in the other. I'm going to add a little bit of heat onto the top of this time. Okay, oops, and there's even some solder in here. I might get some solder in here. So they tap the solder to the iron itself, and we're going to get a couple little blobs there on top of that. Okay, come on. Oops. There we go. And then I'll do the same on this one. Just a little bit of solder on that, and then coat that part, and then that's done. Pretty simple. Okay, it's relatively cool to the touch as soon as you stop putting the soldering iron on it. Now, I didn't mention this, but notice I'm clipping on that first LED light square. That's going to really hold this in place. I learned that while using this device later on. But I have these lined up incorrectly. I need the red wire to be on the positive side, and I need the black wire to be on the negative side. So I'm going to flip this around, turn this over, reclamp it. Oops, maybe clip it this way. Whatever works, you can always adjust this to all sorts of different levels, okay? We could probably even just clip onto the wire itself. Oh, I'm not too keen on that. Let's do it this way. It's an option if you're struggling with doing it with both. Now I need to bring these two together. Make sure I'm still on camera. So I'm going to bring these two together. I can do this one at a time. So let's do the positive side that's farthest away. So I'm going to line this up as best as I can, get this one out of the way. Okay, oops, came undone. Okay, and then I want these to be touching before I get started. You also can move this around like that too. Oh, that's not even close. All right, nope. Again, take your time. It can get frustrating, but just take your time and it will all turn out fine. All right, so I want it as lined up like I can. All right, so then, yep, you can still see that. Okay, then I'm going to take my soldering iron and I'm going to touch it to both this on the top, and I'm going to kind of paint around this until I can press down as best I can. So see how that solder just turned silvery? Then let it go. That seems to be attached. Nice. Put that back there. Realign the black wire in. Don't want it to touch. Oh, I got lucky on that one. Take this back out. Notice I'm not holding any solder because I got all the solder I need right on this piece right here. I'm kind of close to the cord, so just be really careful. So I press them down. Oops. I can pick that wire up. Oh, it got attached a little bit. So sometimes it gets attached where you don't want to do, so you got to remelt it and get it to move off. Yeah, there we go. So just keep touching. I'm melting the solder. See how fast it just sets up really quickly? So I'm trying to melt the solder on this one, not on the other one. Get my fingers too close. Here we go. That should work. Aha, there we go. Now, adjust this a little bit. Place it on top of that one. Come on. Okay, too much. Here we go. Holster it. Come back here after a few seconds. You can move that around. Bend the wire. Bring it back. There we go. That should work. I got my thumb on it. I can just be really careful. You're getting close, so just be really super careful. I can't say that enough. Press down until it gets all shiny, liquidy. Ouch. See? It jumped on me and I hit my thumb. All right. Okay. If it's not working for you, get a little bit of solder. Let's do that. We'll add a little bit of solder in here and see if that doesn't make the connection do good. Okay, there we go. Press it down. There we go. There we go. Nope. Okay, I think that's good. Unclip them. Yep, that's holding on. Don't pull too hard, but unclip it. We have a way to protect this all once we've got it all soldered up. Okay, so this is soldered up. Then what we'll do is we'll take this and plug this into your Chromebook and make sure it lights up, and then go into the final steps. Okay, that's it.